I think it says more when that's the first thing you want to go look at. You see what
Don't
I'm
tell
saying?
me you didn't look at it.
And I didn't see that.
Don't tell me you didn't look at it, please.
How are you okay with your woman posting certain risque pics? And risque, I don't necessarily know if we need to define it. Maybe we need to define what risque is before we actually jump into the question. I'll let Vic decide on that. He's always good at, determining, if we need to define something before we jump into it. But if we do, yeah, let's start with that, Vic. You feel like we need to define what risque is before we jump into the question?
Absolutely. The question is it okay for your woman to post risque pictures on social media? I said that's at the discretion of the couple. As for me and mine, don't post anything that will put me in a position of unnecessary and unhealthy conflict. So, like, say for instance, like if you're an artist, right? And like I know photographers that take, boudoir like S pictures, so they model their craft or whatever. If you already like booking sessions to go take those type of pictures, you know what I'm saying? Like whoever looks at it is gonna be it's gonna be the one that determines if it's risque or not. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody doesn't see a risque photo underneath the same context. I think you gotta kind of like look at it like, where do you draw the line? Like somebody in the bodybuilding competition, you know what I'm saying? Like they wearing stuff that's going to show their form or their shape, right? Somebody might call that risque. And then you got people that, like I just named, folks that do boudoir shoots. And then you got pinups. Like what's risque? You know what I'm saying? So
subjective.
What's art? And it's very subjective, correct? Now, if you got somebody just put their phone on live just so they could twerk for the camera, you know what I'm saying? Just so they can see how many people inboxing them. That's some different shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, and those probably people that got a joint Facebook account anyway. You know what I'm saying? So trying to see like what type of energy you out here putting out in the world and what's coming back to you. But like, I mean, I think that if you're talking about it from a mature conversation, a mature context, risque becomes very subjective, and people could pass judgment across whatever they want to, but they don't lay down with the person that they are criticizing in most cases. So it's really like mind your business, you know what I'm saying, and speak on what you can back up.
Well, here let's do this. I got a picture of Aisha Curry, the wife of Steph Curry, and maybe we can kind of figure out if this is kind of sort of maybe we can kind of come to a conclusion if what is considered risque or not. So there was one of the pictures that she posted. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
So that was one of the pictures she posted on social media. So
that's supposed to be risque?
Well, I mean,
about that.
I don't like seeing the box like that, but that's me. I mean, close your legs. I mean,
I don't know, man. She's
I didn't even look at it
in a bathing suit, so
it's a bathing suit, right? That's what I'm saying.
It's summertime. Well, it's not summertime. It's getting hot out.
And there's a lot of poses you can do with your legs closed. That's all. It shouldn't be an inviting pose. As an artist, we call that inviting.
It looks like somebody took a candid picture of her and decided to post it. I don't think she did that.
I think she.
No, that was a picture that she posted on her Instagram.
It was still a candid picture, though. It wasn't like it was a photo shoot.
I wouldn't call that like risque. Like for me, just like you said, it's subjective. I wouldn't care. I could care less about it.
I just think your legs should be closed. That's me. That's all I'm saying. I think for a woman,
explain, Antoine. This is probably a good opportunity for you to jump into this.
Elegance, femininity. Your legs are closed. It's not. You don't show your box like that. That's all. That's all I see it. When we, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That box is shit.
Put the picture back up. Let me look at this picture again.
I get what you mean, though. I see it, but
I mean,
I just see a laughing lady taking a picture in a bathing suit.
Hey, that leg covering up the box, though. That leg
right
up
there.
the box. You're like, no, just a little bit. You get just a little bit.
It's not like she's sitting on the hood of a Rolls Royce in her garage and she's
okay, she's protected by the heel.
No, I'm not even. Look, I think it says more when that's the first thing you going to go look at. You see what I'm
don't
saying?
Don't tell
I
me you
just
didn't
looked at
look
the
at it.
picture and I didn't see that.
Don't tell me you didn't look at it, please. Come on, guys. At least don't be disingenuous. You saw it. You saw it just like me.
I actually did. You said it first, so
Yeah,
nobody had
because I'm saying because I'm being honest.
Because you had to say it.
Because I'm being honest. I'm
saying like I'm not.
One at a time.
I've seen women in bikinis before.
Me too.
So like I'm not tripping if I'm seeing one that took a picture and somebody else took the picture of it. Who cares?
For me, it's about being elegant and femininity. For me, that's your legs closed as a woman. That's all. If you want to show if you don't mind your woman showing her box, that's on you. I'm not saying anything.
I can't wait till you move to Saudi Arabia or Iran.
I mean, that's just for me. A woman is meant to keep her legs closed, you know. I've seen women in bikinis, but they don't walk with their legs open like they're riding a horse. What do you want me to tell you? I just think that's a risky.
I've never seen a woman walk with her legs open like she was riding a horse.
There you go. So, and for me, if you're sitting down, one leg over the other, crossed, is fine in that perfect position. But if you want to be in an inviting pose, that's what we call it in art. That's an inviting pose. What do you want? That's what it's called. And if it's an inviting pose, she ain't inviting women. I mean,
how many kids she had? 3 or 4? Yeah,
I think she got 3.
3. She trying to show off. She trying to show that body off, man. I get in that bathing suit. Not many women with 3 kids could look like that in a bathing suit. You know?
I wish.
So Antoine, are you okay with? So not are you okay, but how do you feel about your woman posting pics, kind of sort of like that on the social media? How do you feel about it?
If it's that kind of post, she ain't doing that. Right? There's going to be a certain amount. Like I said, I put femininity and elegance in a very, very particular box with the women I socialize with, right? So for me, as the man that I am, the box ain't showing like that. She's going to, you can have your legs crossed. You can have your legs one over the other. It could be tasteful. That's not tasteful. That's inviting. And you can't tell me that it's inviting. And you guys to say you didn't look at it, I don't believe you. That's me, you know?
Yeah, that's just all you. Like, you don't have to look at it because I didn't look at her like that.
Of course you didn't. Nobody did. Everybody said they didn't. You're not the only one. But I don't believe you guys, but okay.
you see how disingenuous it was? Like, I understand it. And then at the end, I don't believe you. You see what I'm saying? Like, Antoine, the only reason we having this conversation at this depth is not just because it's a topic, because you went right to the box. That's what you
because I'm a man.
Hey, Garfield, put the picture up again. Put the picture up.
Come on, man.
Yeah, put the picture up again. Let me see the picture one more time.
Come on.
No. It's just a lady in a bathing suit, man.
Of course. You can't tell me that ain't an inviting pose. See, that's okay. I don't mind that.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a lady in a bathing suit. With
That's what I said. I don't mind that. That's fun. That's fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get the context of all the pictures. I don't think that was even just the one picture.
We're going picture by. Wait a minute. We're going picture by picture, right? We're not going to go.
Neither one of those pictures were alarming to me. Like, I would never look at that and be like, "Yo, my chick shouldn't post that." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like I said, femininity and elegance, I put in a box by itself for my women. I don't.
So you want to let your girl wear a bathing suit?
I let her wear a bathing suit. I said the second one is very nice.
One piece.
No, she can wear both if she has the body. I'm okay with it. But
so you telling me if she got a gut, you ain't letting her wear a 2-piece?
Oh, first of all, I really hope you don't have a gut. But I'm not into the 2 tons of fun. You know, that's just not. I mean, you know, she can't be 20 pounds away from 200.
Preference.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. No,
I'm
not rolling you over the.
So you letting her wear a 2-piece only if she got a good body?
Yeah. So why would you? She won't be a Lizzo wearing a 2-piece. I mean, why?
So that's what I used to doing. She's showing off. Showing off
what? I mean, what? So you have to roll it to see you have to roll over flowers to see the wet spot. What are you talking about? I mean, no. Like, no. That 2 tons of fun stuff, I'm just not into. Some men are, but you ain't gonna be close to 300 pounds, and you know, I'm not rolling you over the threshold. You know, but I mean, some men are into that. I'm just not. You know, I'm just no.
Go ahead, Vic.
You know.
How much do you weigh, Antoine?
158.
What?
158.
Oh, okay. I understand.
I just don't date women bigger than that. I just can't do it. Me personally, I'm just not attracted to it, right? I'm just not attracted to that. That's all. You know. Some men are. I mean, some, because I, you could be 180 and 2 meals away from 200. That's not me. You know?
What you got on the subject, Coach?
Man, listen. So listen, some big beautiful women out there, man. Y'all cut that out. And 158, you in high school. I ain't listen.
Yeah, like you see what I'm saying? Like, man, 158 that you feel me?
Listen, man, I'm joking.
If facial follicles reflect his commentary. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, it's some men like the 2 tons of fun. I'm just not into it. I'm not rolling anybody anywhere. I'm not waiting for you to roll over on the bed and kill me. That's not me.
Hey, like I said,
that's all I'm saying. Some men are into that. I just know a woman is not going to weigh heavier than me.
There's nothing wrong with personal.
It's about Aisha Curry's picture, though.
Yeah.
Coach, what you got to say about the picture, man?
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with personal preference, Antoine. I'm just joking.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, man. It's if that was me, if that was my wife, it's based upon her comfort level. Now, I will be honest with you. There's a metric I like to go by. Like for me, I believe in the whole concept that children should honor their mother and their father. So for me, what's important for me is that I don't do anything to devalue or discredit my family's name. And so generally, those are the type of people I attract as well. So they won't do anything to devalue or discredit their family's name as well. And that's the metric in which we move and vibrate by. So moving forward, when it comes down to pictures that are posted on the internet or whatever the case, pictures posted anyway, and even the way that you dress and move out in public, it's not going to be something that if your mom see you or your dad see you, they're going to be embarrassed or wondering why you're wearing that. So when it comes down to it, I mean, if she is comfortable with it, if Steph's comfortable with it, and their family, it doesn't embarrass them, then by all means. For me, I don't see nothing wrong with a bathing suit. But I will say I agree with Antoine. There is no need for you to sit with your legs like that and take a picture from that angle. Because just like y'all just talked about, everybody talked about a particular region. I'm not going to use that phrase, the box. I think that's just, that's a very interesting statement, man. I don't know where that came from. But
everybody calls
that's going to cause more views than the actual idea that the bathing suit that she was wearing was, like the topic worth even discussing.
Absolutely. So let's move away from it. Yeah, I got you, brother. I got you. Let's that particular region, right? Right. That the camera should not have been angled from that perspective. But other than that, I don't see anything wrong with what she had on and being proud of. It's obvious she's proud that she has lost the weight. She got the beads around her waist, right? And women, they normally do that to track their progression. And so with that being said, I'm sure he would be, because if I was him, I would be proud of her as well. And so you announce that, you share that, and you relish in that. And when she posts that picture, first thing that probably should happen is that he be the first person coming in time. I'm so proud of her accomplishment, blase, flip. And from that perspective now, it empowers her to do those things. So that's just my perspective on that.
What you got, Antoine?
The second one was good. I don't mind the second. The second's normal. The second's something you would do standing up next to a wall, a pole, a beach pole, stuff like that in the sand. That's all. But that's how I see it. I'm okay. But like I said, listen, it all depends on what your girl was doing before she met you, right? If she was doing all this kind of stuff like that before, and obviously you met her, you're going to have that discussion to say, listen, moving forward, I really don't like pictures like this being taken. So if you can just respect that part, have your fun with your pictures, but if you can respect that part, I'm good with it.
What if your girl was a model, though?
Models don't take pictures like that unless they're in a freaking, come on, sophisticated models don't do that.
But if she was a model, you met her under that pretext.
Let's be realistic. That's not the first picture a model comes out with. Like, you can look at Sports Illustrated and it ain't sitting like that.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, what if she, got booked to do a photo shoot and the photographer wanted her to, do that.
Well, I would hope
Sports Illustrated like I said, I would have that issue, doesn't it? Sports Illustrated has like a body issue where everybody's nude. So
yeah, but like I said, I would have that discussion with her, and I would tell her my preference and what I don't like to see, and which you would respect that. But if she's a model before, obviously I'm going to look through her portfolio and see that she was doing it before. So I can't really have say on it, right? I can't really have say on it, right? It's like if you get with somebody that, like I said, if you get with an Instagram model and all that, you're going to scroll through and you're going to say, okay, that's how she makes her money. And that's what she was doing before she met me. So I can't limit her, right? I would hope that as we get older, as she gets kids, she realizes, okay, you know what? You got to tone it down a bit. That's another discussion.